What's going on, people? This is episode 231 of What Up. Hey! How you guys doing? How you guys living? Hope you guys are doing okay. Also, I realized that I have to give all the credit in the world. I did not think 231 episodes of this show would even exist, and we're rocking and rolling somehow. When it comes to the amount of time on these episodes, pound for pound, minute for minute, the most watched show that I have, and I don't do any advertising for it. But you guys know I do it for my mom, who doesn't really like listen to my long form content. Gotta say, housekeeping out the way. Flobito.threadless.com is the shop. Patreon.com/Flobo Boys is the Patreon. We got some cool exclusive shows and content hanging down. And well, it's August. I had so many things that already happened this year when it comes to doing stuff and traveling. 2022 feels like the longest year in all the good ways. Like I've been able to visit Alaska, I've been able to visit Miami, I've been to 4 California baseball parks to see the Mets, with Oakland happening next month in September. And it already feels like all that stuff happened 2-3 years ago. But this pandemic has been a black hole when it comes to time. But I'm enjoying it. It's August. I've been, for those of you who have been following me on social media, I apologize because I've been leaning hard into watching the New York Mets. I'm a Mets fan through and through, born and raised, but I got that like discount MLB TV package. So I've been watching more games. I've been posting more stuff. If you don't like baseball, I've been absolutely insufferable, but it is really cool. And I'm going somewhere with this. The Mets are a team that have always traditionally underachieved. They've called it the Miracle Mets. In '86, there was like the whole idea of them sweeping the city and being a movement of what that was. But this one here feels different. It really feels like it's a part of a revolution, and to be a part of that, to be a fan, to be watching it, to having other friends, connecting with them online. It's really cool. It's like being part of a movement in that way. And so I apologize if you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's doing that all the time. But at the same time, hey, why not? It is August, what I like to call the Sunday of summer. As we're going to roll into the fall for most of the country, but I live here in Southern California. Seasons don't really exist. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I talk about the career stuff, but I really figure out what I want to do as far as like how do I want to plan my next project, and I want to bring it up with you guys. Maybe you guys can help me out. I know the business stuff. I know the corporate stuff. I'm talking about the creative project. I have a bit of a fork in the road. There's one part of me that says, hey, look, it's been a long time since you worked on that comedy albums. You have two down. Last album was released 4 years ago this October with American for Now. It's time. But then, on the other hand, graduation day got so much good responses from people. It's like, hey, man, maybe another memoir is due. And also, hey, with some of the sunsetting of some of my content of the podcasting area, maybe it's time for a new show. Now, I know in weeks past, I was thinking about like my career. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about like what will be the next like giant drop? Is it Alone in the Club Part 3? I don't know. That's what I've been juggling with. Personally, what do you guys think? The Graduation Day, was that a good enough book to warrant a second one? Are you just fiending for another comedy album? You let me know. You get back to me on that. As far as this month on the DJ side, pretty much not many, not at all weddings this month. Kind of planned it out that way, taking the time to reassess and work on me. But it just feels like my schedule ends up getting booked anyway because I'm like, oh, I got this free. I got this wedding free. I have this thing free. And then next, my schedule is always like as booked as it was before. But I want to be able to test on my gear. I want to be able to read more. I want to be able to actually take this as a summer vacation. In fact, next week, I'm taking a couple days out, leaving town just to have myself a little mini vacation. I got some comps at a hotel out of town, so I'm going to be enjoying that for the time being. So just another way to keep the mental health in check. I don't want myself to burn out to full on R&R situation. So I want to be able to like take small breaks as I continue on that we power through the last 4 months of the summer. I told you what I'm stressed out about the career, stressed out about no one wears masks anymore. But this is really about figuring out, okay, I'm done being stressed. What's going to be the next step? It's the Sunday of summer, baby. That does it for me. Hanging out here. I actually recorded this Tuesday afternoon because I was so tired this morning ahead of Mac Mania. I'm actually doing it the night before. Let me know what you think in the chat below. Where's Hope is going next? And what projects are you working on the end of summer? It's your boy. I'll be back here next week. Say hi to your family for me. Say hi to your mother. And you know the deal. It's What's Up, Flobo, baby.